Hi guys, welcome to Overbite Gaming, and today we're going to be taking a look at shock horror. Yes, I'm playing it. Elden Ring, the latest in FromSoft's Frustrat 'em ups. It's pretty much an open world version of the Dark Souls series. There's a few changes that they have made, which we'll talk a little bit about later on. But yes, like all FromSoft games, it's bloody hard. This is going to be in first impressions, not a straight up review, because I haven't got far enough into it to feel like I can give it a review yet. And I've been going for about a week now. Yes. So out of the gate, it sort of really steps out and says this is going to be hard, because the tutorial is incredibly missable. I missed it on my first time through. I actually had to look up a tutorial on YouTube to figure out where the hell it was. So basically, you get killed in the first few minutes of the game, which is like, you know, half of the course with these ones. You always get killed just to give you a little taste of what you'll be doing for most of the game. And you get killed, you get up in a different place, and then you sort of do your tutorial, and then you go about your business with the game. In this case, I got up. Oh, there's a shiny tree. Oh, there's a door. Went out the door. Okay. No text pop-ups to tell you what I'm supposed to do yet. Oh, look, there's a bad guy. Play with the buttons. Yes, okay, that works kind of like Dark Souls, fine. Attack the first bad guy. He turns out to be a boss. Thanks, lads. Put the boss right in front of the opening doors. Well, not right in front. I mean, you have a choice of avoiding him. But yeah, so I was just like, oh, he'll be a starter enemy. No, he wasn't a starter enemy. And to even grind it in further, there's a pit which you have to drop down into before you go through that door. And the tutorial area is down there. So that's where I went back and did it and started a new character and did it again because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. It is a game that does not hold your hand at all. Now, I'm ambivalent about it. I know some people really like that and some people really don't like that. And I can see both sides of the argument because, like I said, completely missed the tutorial. Went for the first time I saw and got my ass handed to me because it was a boss. I would have liked to have known that and I would have avoided him straight off the bat, but whatever. But then there was an instance later on where I found a statue on a hill and examined it and it shot out a beam of light and I followed where that pointed and found a cave and there was like a mini boss in there and I actually managed to fucking beat it. It's like this weird cat with a fiery tail that breathed fire. It's very odd. But I beat it. Got my rewards for doing it. So you have stuff like that happens as well. There is a map, obviously, and you can fill in the maps by finding them about the place. There is a physical mark on the map that you look at, even in areas which you haven't fully explored yet, that shows you where the map is located. So it does take some of the pain out in that way, but unless you've discovered something, nothing is marked on the map. There's no quest markers, there's no quest log, nothing like that. You just literally have to remember what you're supposed to be doing. The only guidance you get I can never remember the bloody names. They're essentially the bonfires from Dark Souls, but they're called it's like Grace or something. I can't remember because I'm shit, but whatever. When you highlight certain ones of those, they'll point you to the next one that you should go to follow the story. Now, that is a mistake. If you just follow those, you will hit a boss and be murdered within no time. The game is definitely more about exploration, and this is why I like it better than I do the other Souls-like games. So, like Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, all of that. I actually like Elden Ring a lot more, because you can absolutely slam your face into a wall when you come up against a boss, and the only option you had previously was just continuing to slam that face into that wall. And then, hopefully, after a certain amount of hours, literally, you would learn his moves and get good enough, as they say. That's the meme, isn't it? To beat the boss and power your way through and then on to the next challenge sort of thing. But in this, no, you don't need to do that. If you hit a boss and he's kicking your ass, just say, alright, fuck you. I'm going to do something else and just wander off in a random direction and see what adventure there is to find there. You may find a new weapon that will help you out against the boss, or you will at least, gain runes, which are this game's version of souls, to improve your level. In terms of progression, it works very similarly to previous releases, and the fact that you get the runes. If you die, you drop all of your runes, but you can pick it up if you go back to where you died, unless you die again, and then it's gone for good, and you've lost all of those. And yes, I have fallen off a cliff and lost a load of runes that way, because I was trying to get back, and I thought I can survive that drop. No, I couldn't. I couldn't survive the drop. That was a head clutch moment. It really was. You have ashes as well, so you have some that are summonable. I'm not an expert because, as I said, it doesn't really do a great job of telling you anything in the game. You get like a one-page text pop-up for like most things that just tells you what they are, not really how to use it though. So a lot of this game is you figuring shit out. But yeah, you have summonables, so you summon like, I've got I think 4 or 5 of them, and each one does certain things. So my favourite one is, I think it's called the Lone Wolf, even though there's 3 of them, 3 lone wolves that aren't particularly lone, but okay. Maybe that's a mistranslation, or maybe that's just irony. Who knows? Who knows? They're really good because they sort of do a lot of distraction. So when you're fighting a big guy, he's sort of caught up with the wolves, and you can give him a smacking from behind. They'll aggro him back to them as well afterwards as well. So it really keeps the boss off your back. You can only use it once before you go back to a point of grace. Something like bonfire. We'll just call them bonfires, so I don't have to remember, if that's okay with everybody. Yes, thank you, good. You only do it once before returning to a bonfire or dying. So you have that. And you have these other ones, which are Ashes of War, which you can use to equip on weapons, which can give it various abilities and skills. You upgrade your weapons by finding blacksmithing stones. You can also upgrade your flasks with different things. I think they're golden seeds that will give you more flasks, and there's ones that increase the quality of your flask, but I can't remember the name. I think it's something tier. There is just so much to do. There's also a lot of... They've kind of like, because it's open world, they felt they need to really push crafting to the front. And a lot of the pickups you'll find will just be crafting materials, which is a little bit... you want like a bigger weapon or a better weapon or armor or ashes or something that's going to help you. And you're just like, some meat. Cheers. Thank you. You want me to throw it at them or what? But you will occasionally find armor and stuff like that. I mean, considering like everyone you take down, like say you take down a knight, does his armor just disappear? Why can't I just have that? That's always this is not a criticism of this game in particular. This is something all games do, but you can see the armor on him. Take it off him. What the fuck? There's like a sword on the floor right there. Why can I not pick that up? Just send them to me naked and unarmed, and then that would make sense. Unless I was shaving them or something, which would be weird. Or doing anything even worse to them. Which, I might. But yeah, I'm actually... I'm not going to say I'm enjoying my time with it. It is stressful as fuck. When you get like a boss quite a way down in his health, and then he just mullers you in one hit, and you're just like, ah! I was going to repeat, I don't know why, but every time I try to dodge, I end up pressing the potion button, and it's entirely me. It's not the game. It was just weird. They have added a proper jump button now. We have a proper jump button, and jumping with a heavy attack is actually a really good way of attacking and can be used to cheese certain things. I definitely have been utilising it quite a bit. I did actually, on a different character, I played a bit ahead using a trainer. I will admit this, because I thought, I can't review this if I'm not going to see more of the game. This is ridiculous. And I got a little bit further ahead, and I was just like, you know what, this is entirely missing the point. And it feels completely pointless. So I know. So I redid a character, which is the one you're seeing on the screen at the moment, and basically started from scratch. I wasn't like massively far in when I did it, so it wasn't too bad. It did help me find stuff out, like what things do, see different objects and what they do. Get to the stronghold, which I still haven't got to in my second one, because you need to kill that first fucking boss, and he's a nightmare. From what I've read, he's actually a nightmare compared to some of the other bosses that are later. They really slap you in the face with that one. They actually introduced a item which can help you with it, but it's very pricey, and it only works for the first phase of the boss battle, and you can use it a couple of times. So it's kind of like, I don't know. But yes, I haven't beat him. I haven't beat that stupid knight that you see. I think he's like a tree sentinel. So I haven't beat him. I have beat like the cat thing, and there was like a malformed hunter guy in another cave. So there's actually stuff for you to do, which I like. So instead of like just going down this fucking set path and like killing all the little guys, I mean, even some of the little guys can't give me. There's like at a crossroads, right? There's this like thing before a giant gate, and it's full of like little guys who are no problem. You got like one bigger guy. Oh, it took me so long to kill him. He just balls me every time. Oh, but I finally got him. Oh, I was quite pleased with myself when I did that, to be fair. And that's what it's about, though. It is about that, like falling on your face so many times and then finally doing it and being like, I've accomplished that. I'm pleased. And I mean that's the appeal of these games all throughout their sort of history. That's From Software's thing. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect, especially the PC version. I do experience stuttering. I don't know why. It's using somewhere between 70 and 80% of my graphics card, and like, I don't know, about 30% of my CPU. There shouldn't be any stuttering at all. So it's the fact that it's not using everything would indicate that something is not right in their optimization. I think from what I've read, it's something to do with loading in new textures that you haven't seen in that particular play session. So it will, I guess, smooth out after a while once it's loaded in everything, especially if you're just grinding. But having stutters of any sort in a game such as this, where you need to be absolutely pinpoint in your dodging and parrying and even your attacking, is a huge problem. I mean, it hasn't happened to me, but if I got to like the end of a boss fight, was about to take the boss out, it started and I got killed, I would probably throw... I can't throw the game because I've got it digitally, but I would throw something. Something would go through the air very hard. That would annoy the bollocks off of me. So I know they've released a patch already, so hopefully we'll get one that fixes the stuttering. Not everybody appears to be getting it, but it does seem to be quite widespread. And as I say, that could stop me playing it if something horrible happens like that. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm playing it for longer than I thought I would. It was one which I was really ambivalent about getting, because, you know, it's a Dark Souls game, and generally what happens is you smash your face into them until you either break through or you just give up and play something else. And normally I'm in the former camp. I'm probably still in the former camp, to be fair, but it's going to take me longer because there's actually stuff I can do even if I can't beat that boss. Even if I could never beat that boss, if I can never get that good, beat that first boss, then there's still stuff for me to do in the game. So it will actually keep me going for a bit longer than other Souls games where you just hit a stop. So I really like the fact they've made it open world. It's made it far more accessible. Ambivalent about the amount of details given, but it is nice when it works and you find something and you're able to work out okay, well, I understand this. This is, you know, it's putting me there. I mean, the example I gave was a very obvious one because there's a beam of light pointing like at a section of cliff, and I just went over there. So, but there are a lot of other ones where you have to talk to people a certain amount of times to get something, things like that, which you may not do. You may just talk to them once and be like, right, talk to you. I'm fucking off. There are walls that are illusory, so you have to hit them. I've not really spent any time hitting walls, but I imagine there are people out there that hit every single wall they find just in case. And the online community aren't helping by saying things are illusionary walls when they're not. I'm, of course, playing offline, so I have to deal with invasions by people that are like 500 trillion times better than me and ruining my day, basically. I'm already getting my day ruined. I don't need your help. Thank you very much. So yes, I have actually been enjoying Elden Ring. I've gotten... Well, I won't say father, because I'd be that fucking boss, but I've killed some things, some big things. That's cool. I'm pleased with that. That was something I was dubious that I could do, and I did it. So, one thing I will say that you get a horsey in this one, right? You get a spirit horse, which is cool. And it's good because it jumps and you can ride past enemies, go at full pelt, stuff like that. It's really good. And you can fight off horseback. And I was researching and I found a method to choose that fucking knight at the start. And I was like, alright, I'll do that. Yeah, it went badly because a heavy attack can just make your horse evaporate underneath you. Oh, and also if you press left 3, I think, by accident, while you're frantically trying to stop this fucking flurry of axe blows coming at your face, that also gets off your horse. And if he knocks you down, he's pretty much got you because he'll just be able to hit you twice more and kill you without you being able to do anything about it. So, he's a toughie. I've read people like taking 6 hours to beat him. I'm just like, well, fuck it, I know where he is. I can come back later when I'm hopefully overpowered and kill the fuck out of him in a most gleeful fashion. Oh dear. I kind of want to play it more now, actually. Saying that. It is one of those games where you sort of think about it and you think, oh man, I don't really know if I want to play that. It's so difficult and there's a lot of effort. I just kind of want to chill. And then you start playing it and before you know it, it's like 4 hours have gone and you've had a good time. It's one of those for me. But I certainly will be playing it more. I am considering just doing some Let's Plays with it, maybe. If that's something you guys like to see of me trying to get better at the game. Because I am quite poop at it. And I'm thoroughly aware of that. I don't need anybody to tell me. You can all see the footage. I'm not sure if I died in the footage, actually. But I mostly dealt with little guys, I think, in the section I recorded. So, there you go. There are some stutters present in the footage. Hopefully they'll be in the section that I excise for the review. Not the review, the first impression. Because there you go. So first impressions, yeah. I'm going to continue playing it. Hopefully I'll get better at it. Like I said, I'm considering doing Let's Plays. Let's Plays generally do even worse than my regular videos. So I might do it. I might do one and see how it goes. See what reactions I get. You know, and if you want to give me some tips in the comments of this video or that one, then feel free. I need the help. Trust me. I'm not a Soulsborne expert at all. So yeah, I would like to play at least one of these games and be able to say I beat it. I mean, I think that's like a common gamer sort of achievement, isn't it? To be able to beat one of these games. I mean, you're obviously a Chad if you're beating all of them. I'm not even sure what Chad means. Is that a good thing? I meant it as a good thing, like a boss. Yeah, we'll go with boss. How's that? Anyway, guys, so that's my thoughts on Elden Ring. Hopefully that'll be patched soon to eliminate the stuttering, which is a concern, and it hasn't killed me yet, but it got close at one point. So I'd like to see that entirely eliminated because in a game such as this, it's just unacceptable to have any performance issues such as that. That is just... No. If you're going to make a game as balls hard, requiring such precision as that, you can't fuck it over by having it stutter. You really cannot. That needs to go ASAP. And I think that's a reasonable stance to take, no matter your skill level in the game, because obviously if it stutters, it affects everybody, even guys that are super good at it. So yeah, I'm going to continue playing it. I'm going to see how far I can get. As I might pop in another video of me being rubbish at it, and hopefully trying to improve. But until then, I'll see you later. Let me know down below. Are you playing Elden Ring? Have you got stutters? I mean, it is also available on the consoles. I think on both consoles, off the top of my head. Definitely on PlayStation, but I think on Xbox as well. Which no doubt don't have performance issues, because normally that's where they want to sell it, because they can sell it for 60 quid a go instead of 50. Even though PlayStation probably take that cut and stuff. Mind you, Steam would take cut off PC one anyway. So yes, they can say it's next gen, and we'll just slap an extra tenner on there. Yes, perfect. Thank you. This is why I buy everything I can on PC. Yes. Anyway, guys, take it easy. I'll catch you next time.